When we talk about fatigue, which isn't normal, we also have to talk about sleep because of course they're tied. So we all know we like it. We all know that we should get it. We need between 7 to 9 hours depending on our genetic predisposition and makeup. Here's how it should look. You should get tired. Sometimes people perk up at the end of the night. That's not normal. You should get tired. You should go to bed. You should be able to fall asleep. You should be able to stay asleep. And then you should wake up feeling refreshed. That's it, right? It seems so easy, but it's not, of course. And you know that if you've had trouble falling asleep, it gets really complicated. So there's a few things I want you to know. One, if you're taking melatonin at night, you can mess up your circadian rhythm. You got to figure out why you can't fall asleep, okay? It means that your cortisol is probably not dropping and your melatonin isn't able to then raise because those are inversely related. Two, if you can't stay asleep, I hear this all the time from my patients, and they tell me they have to wake up to pee, and your bladder's big enough. You don't need to pee in the middle of the night. Your bladder's big enough to go through the night. But if you're waking up, it means that something's going on that's affecting it, right? And it can be hormonal or it can be adrenal fatigue. So when we see an imbalance in your hormones, elevated estrogen, low progesterone, which is extremely common if you have anxiety, I guarantee you have this. Because your body's going to make sex hormones, but it's going to stop making regulatory hormones, which is progesterone, when you have other things going on. So when you have this elevated estrogen to progesterone ratio, and if you have anything going on with your period, you probably do, then you actually, those estrogen receptors can bind to your kidney and you can increase urine output, which can cause mineral deficiencies. It's like vicious loops everywhere. All right, that's another thing that can happen. So you should be able to sleep through the night. And if you can't, there's a reason. It's not just that you drank a lot of water. If you find yourself really thirsty, you've got this going on. Your kidneys are over outputting. Another thing about sleep is if you run out of sugars through the night, stored glycogen, because you're using your blood sugars really off, you'll wake up and you won't be able to fall back asleep because you've made adrenaline to not die, right? So your body has these really cool mechanisms. It's got like 3 mechanisms to make sure you don't die, but it will sacrifice sleep, it will sacrifice your hormones, and it will sacrifice your energy in order to keep you alive. We will make sure that we put in a link here for something we use a lot called methylene blue. When you are having trouble with fatigue, you can try methylene blue, and it helps your body's mitochondria make energy even if your blood sugar is messed up. It doesn't fix the blood sugar, but it does help it make more energy. So if you use it, you do a little 4 milligram piece, which is a fourth of one of the little squares, and it makes a difference. You know you've got that going on, but you can definitely use it as a short term. We'll put the link in here so you can get it with a little discount. So hopefully that's helpful.